Right then, it's the middle of the night. Not a good time to go urban exploring, but I still did it anyway. And here is the way in. By climbing up this bit of propped up scaffolding and onto this weird little roof area I go. From here you can get into this building by climbing up this propped up door and going in through the window. And here is inside of the building. It's the middle of the night. I hope there's no homeless people or drug dealers about. It is really creepy. And here is the lift. Someone has tried to force open the doors and the doors are completely jammed. I can't even open them with drop key, which is so annoying. And this building is in pretty bad condition and someone has been round the building smashing up the internal walls, which are full of asbestos. What idiot did this? So then up the stairs I go to the next floor, and all of the internal walls in this building, these are all internal fake walls which are literally made of 2 layers of cardboard with asbestos in the middle, and someone's been all round the building smashing up these walls. I mean, seriously, how thick can you be? Like here's another one of these walls, literally 2 pieces of cardboard with asbestos in the middle. Someone's just smashed up. Once you smashed up one wall, seen it's full of asbestos, why would you carry on going around the building smashing up all the walls? How thick can you be? And here is the door up to the motor room, and this door doesn't open, the glass has been smashed, and if you're a very thin person you can get through and get up that ladder, but I couldn't do it. So sadly I couldn't get into a motor room of this building. So then here is the top floor, looking very creepy and full of asbestos, and let's open up the doors up here, and here's the lift shaft. Woohoo! Maybe I'll slide down the cables to on top of the lift like Aaron would, but even if I did that, I wouldn't be able to get out since the doors down there are completely jammed. So then, let's go looking around, and looks pretty bad. And here's the toilets, and the mad crazy toilet smasher's been round before me. And through this door, look at all that asbestos all powdered on the floor where someone's been smashing up the internal walls. Yeah, this building is in a pretty bad state. Just look at all of this. So down to the floor below, and let's take a look around this floor. Very creepy and abandoned. And by the way, this was filmed on the night of Halloween, just to make it a bit more creepy. And here's another staircase. It's at the other end of the building. Back up the top floor I go at the other side of the building, and lots of asbestos about. Yummy. This top floor is particularly full of asbestos. Oh, it's horrible. So down the stairs I go, right down to the ground floor, which is where the lift is at. And the lift's been left with its doors open, so even though I can't get on top of the lift, I can still get inside it, and been modernised. Not that interesting. It's got weird wood panelling on it. Looks like a sort of 70s, 80s generic. I'm not sure what it is, but it's been very heavily modernised. Yeah, and this is the ground floor bit of the building. So out of this building I go along to the next building, which is directly next to it, and in through the window I go to the second building. And this building is very similar to the first building, although the layout is very slightly different. These buildings are definitely set over like the same complex, both of them abandoned, and once again someone's been around smashing up all the internal walls, which are full of asbestos. And here is a lift that's been boarded up with asbestos. I wonder why the lift's been boarded up. It's really weird since it's the only lift in this particular building. So up the stairs I go, and on the first floor, again, the lift's behind some asbestos, which has been smashed by some idiot. And once again, this building's all pretty smashed up. Asbestos everywhere. Again, look at internal walls, completely full of asbestos. The walls are literally just asbestos walls, and someone's been around smashing it. Maybe they're part of the asbestos sniffing club. Imagine all that asbestos that person breathed in that smashed up the walls. Absolutely ridiculous. Some people are so unintelligent. And here I am up to the next floor, and quite bad. At least I can actually see the lift on this floor. Let's have a look. Can I open up this lift? And sadly someone's once again tried to force the doors open. They're slightly apart, meaning the mechanism is completely fucked and I can't actually open the lift doors. So let's take a look around on this level. Quite spooky. Up to the next floor I go, which is the top floor. And on this floor the lift is here. And here is the lift. It's got some really nice 80s generic buttons. I'm not sure if this is a mod or if this was original. And the lift itself looks quite nice actually. I wonder how it would have ran. It's quite an interesting looking lift. I don't know what sort of lift it is. I'm not sure if it's like an 80s generic. So then, let's take a look around the top floor. Here's a kitchen area. Anyone want a cup of tea? So, carry on looking around, and still lots of asbestos. still very creepy looking, and at this point I heard there were some other people in the building, which gave me a big fright. I thought, has some homeless people turned up? And oh dear, look at all that asbestos there. Ugh. Turns out the people that came in the building were just some children also exploring a building. But that was scary. I didn't know who they were. I just heard other people about in the building. So then here's the way up to the plant room and motor room. This ladder is not attached to the ground. It's not attached at all apart from at the top. Look how much this ladder moves. And up the ladder I climbed. I left the torch down the bottom so I could actually see as I climbed up. And look at the movement on this ladder. It's literally just attached to the floor at the top. That was so scary climbing that ladder. It moved all over the place and I was scared it was going to collapse. So then, here I am up on the plant room. Let's go into the motor room, and here is the motor. Yay, motor room time. And let's free fall the lift. And this lift's quite rusty. It didn't really move that much on free fall. At least I got in the motor room, and here is the logic. Now, I haven't seen this logic before. It's like it's really weird 80s circuit board logic. Really weird. Looks like a very much a sort of circuit board Chinese bodge thingy. I've not actually seen this. It's really weird. And here's all the relays for actually running the high powered circuits. Such an odd lift. I mean, I've never seen this type before. And out I go onto the roof. And woohoo, roof at night time. And here is the boiler room. And that doesn't look that interesting. And it's really nice being up on the roof of this abandoned building in Poole on Halloween.